Becoming a leader is a choice not everyone wants to make. Because all eyes are on you. Calling the shots. Inspiring others to follow. In any environment. At any scale. It's not for everyone. But if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar. I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out to finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to.
Hello and welcome back, dear viewer. A short break it was indeed. We keep our promises over here at the ECAC, especially when we have some high-quality Rocket League action on the docket for you guys. We just came off of a Game 1 barn burner, right? Little 3-2 overtime action. Whoops.
Yep. 3-2 overtime action. Came off of a great team play from Monterey Bay. A bump to set up that one to get past Greensboro. And we've seen some ups and downs from both of these teams, so sky's the limit with progress. But we've kind of had like such a long break, like we talked about before the break. I'm kind of curious as how both of these teams are going to approach game number 2. Are we going to see that dominant Monterey Bay squad, or is Greensboro going to go back to the drawing board and actually be creative and take advantage of some of the missed opportunities they had?
Yes, missed opportunity definitely coming in the form of trying to get Rig and Sleepy just a little bit more involved in that offensive onslaught here for the Spartans, for the Greensboro squad. East Coast versus West Coast, game 2, starting 10 seconds ago. Calflick, top shot. Oh my goodness! You want something done here, Whoops? You got to do it yourself.
I believe this is Calflick's second goal of the series. I can't quite remember that far back, but regardless, this is a disgusting shot, using all that boost in that Fennec to get this one done. That's such a tough angle to defend against as well. So, I mean, a couple seconds off the clock already, Monterey Bay on the board.
Yeah, and that's going to be a Monterey Bay squad that strikes early yet again. They did in game number 1 and did manage to tie it up. They're going into overtime, Greensboro did. But still came out on top. This California squad, 30 seconds. That's going to be Durbin trying something a little bit wonky right here, but now California losing possession as Rig hits another one. Chili should be able to get up to this. Chili coming on in here for Sleepy, I think.
I believe so as well. I think Sleepy was that person who was on that Greensboro squad. So,
no,
Sleepy,
for Walter White.
Yeah,
for Walter White.
I was going to say Sleepy is on the field still. So, yeah, Walter White's actually the person who was subbed out, which is interesting. That's an interesting tactic right there for the Spartans, because Walter White had 2 goals and about 5 or 6 shots on net in regulation, not even including overtime.
Yeah, and that was going to be unfortunate. Like, only, I think that was Sleepy again. Only had a single assist, no actual shots on. Now, all teams need a defensive player, but hey, what are we talking about? Still a score difference of 1 Swoops. Sleepy demoed right there at the wheel. Garrett tries to, after the demo, tries to take a pass from Calflick mid-pitch right now. Both teams really respecting the other's defense, I gotta say. Always keeping one back as well. You know, this is for those big defensive players. Double commit there for Spartans. Fortunately for North Carolina fans, that does not come back and be something they have to pay the price for. Chili, maybe. A little bit of price maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say, the Rig just kind of fell on top of that one. Nobody from Monterey Bay, from the Otters, were just trying to, play too aggressive right there. They decided to go ahead and just back it up and play some defense. So there still is an opportunity on the board right now for Greensboro to kind of get something going here on the offensive end, but they need to get something going and keep this the offense from Monterey Bay on their side of the field, essentially, and make them defenders. Here comes Chile now, trying to read this one in the air, almost having that touch, but it's going to bounce in anyway, getting some sort of club. And the miscommunication from Monterey Bay's defense is ultimately going to lead to the tie ball game.
Yeah, you're not going to see, like, Chile with a solid fake up to this one, but between Calflick and Sturban, somebody should have gotten a handle on that one. Instead, both members just kind of getting a front row seat to that unfortunate goal. Tied up situation, excuse me. California up 1-0 in the series.
2:38 remaining, so still a lot of time left in this ball game, and we started to see towards the tail end of game number 1 where both of these teams started to kind of figure each other out. We referred it to the ping pong matchup that we started to see, and we might start to see that kind of happen right now. The aggressiveness is going to kind of stop for both of these squads, and it's going to come down to, I think, in my personal opinion, who's going to have that defensive mishap and the communication from both of these teams.
I've seen a couple double commits. We've even seen a California no commit, right? Oh, shot down bottom rig, almost with one of the flashiest ones thus far. I'd have to say the self waterfall there for California's first goal, probably the flashiest on stream thus far, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. I would agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
That was from Calflick. Kind of passed that one to himself, using all of that boost as well. And the Fennec, here comes Sturban with the same shot attempt, and it's not going to go through. Oh my goodness, God. Sleepy committing to the play on the defensive line. Keeps that one out and still keeps the tie ball game.
Is there a Rocket League reward or points for something beyond an epic goal? Is there just like the goal line defense absolute stand? Because that ball was like 80% eclipsed, right? Gotta be 99, right? Gotta be all the way, but doesn't go there. And also paid for that save with their car life for a couple seconds, right? The demo coming in immediately afterwards. I think we're going to see Garrett involved a lot more in that defensive, or that demo play, right? That's been the majority of them in the game 2 when it comes to the bumps and the demos.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the team that kind of started doing the demolition strategy was Greensboro, so the Spartans. They were the ones that were trying to implement that towards the tail end of game number 1. You start to see a lot of demolitions coming out for them. So, I mean, we're going to see if they're going to go back to that, or if it just did not work out for them. Maybe that's why they're subbing Chile back into this one. Either, regardless, Garrett has an open net. Going to go ahead and take the lead with only 47 seconds, so short time. Takes that lead right back.
Well, 2-1 right here. Garrett, perfect shot. Doesn't have to be incredibly fast. 30 miles an hour isn't breaking many speed limits here in the United States of America, is it?
No.
Wow, okay, there's the other big difference right here. 5 shots divided as evenly as they can be across this California squad. Only 1 for 1 the other side. Talked about defensive mistakes. It's really the only one that California has made so far.
For time now, approaching the 30-second mark. Both of these teams, Greensboro, starting their offensive segment. I was going to say, Sturban keeps that one out. He pops it right back towards... Oh my goodness, what a save right there from Calflick. It's going to lead to an offensive transition. And that one's going to be taken advantage of by Garrett, who picks up his second goal. But I was going to say, that was a smart touch right there from Sturban to keep that first initial save towards the corner. But then ultimately, you had Greensboro waiting for it, going for a shot attempt, but ultimately leads to a missed opportunity.
Yeah, so it's Chile that came in for the offensive player Walter White earlier. Now it's mostly been Rig. Only 2 shots attempted thus far. Now, Rocket League can be wonky at how it awards this stuff, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that Greensboro has had more offensive opportunities than just 2. But maybe we'd have to go through the full 5 minutes for that one. 2 score difference means that the CSU Monterey Bay squad has put a cap on this game number 2. Can't get 2, unfortunately, in the volleyball type situation. And a goose egg, or excuse me, not a goose egg, a 1-score game here for the side of the Spartans. That's the University of North Carolina Greensboro.
I mean, I'm not too sure what happened, though. I mean, we're both kind of shocked to see Chile in the mix-up right now for Greensboro, for the Spartans. To take out Walter White, that person that was that powerhouse that we pretty much just kind of hyped up, from that game number 1 that we've seen. So, I mean, it was an interesting tactic. Did it work out for Greensboro? I think it did not. Chile only came into this one with 42 points for the whole entire 5-minute game. So I'm not too sure what happened with Walter White, but they definitely need to get him back into the mix.
Yeah, I didn't even see that, but I was just more looking at the quad zeros over on the right side. What, just 2 points per ball touch or so? So that's going to be like 20 or something like that. 21. Yeah, 21. That is unfortunately a very, very low. I mean, just double-digit scores across a full 5-minute game when you have 4 scores total in a game is just not going to be enough to really get this one done. UNCG, game 1 went much better than game number 2. Just got to be honest.
Yeah, 100% agree with you on that one. Only 2 shot attempts, too. So that stat really jumps out to me because you don't really have that offense that you had from game number 1. So Monterey Bay just kind of took advantage of the lack of offense and just kind of had these counterattacks as well. So I mean, we'll see what happens. See here in game number 3 who gets the green light.
Good news.
Looks like Jesse Pinkman is
there you go.
on the pitch. So I'm assuming that's Walter White. I'm not too sure, but we'll probably get the from production. Maybe hopefully get to see who.
I can't imagine that's that. I mean, unless Chile is making a joke, right? Making a joke on our expense based on what we think.
Oh
of
my
him.
goodness!
Oh, Calflick! Wow. Okay. Calflick, everything in a bag of chips on this one. 71 miles an hour is breaking almost every speed limit in the United States of America, right?
But yeah, that was just ridiculous. The musty flick to the backboard double touch, and once again, starting this one off, first couple of seconds, Monterey Bay ultimately has just been scoring the first goal in all 3 of these games so far, and it's worked out for him.
Excuse me, that's Rig out and Jesse Pinkman in. Excuse me, sorry about that. I thought that was Chile out. Just kind of correction for you guys. Chile getting dusted right here because they are still playing. And of course, Garrett tries something, but that's Sturbin. Once again, Garrett getting involved in that offensive physical play here. This is a pass set up and then just goes. Oh, no, excuse me. I thought I actually hit D-finger. My bad. That was just straight-up passes.
And that's just unfortunate right there, too, because you saw Sleepy had the first initial contact, could have saved that one away, had he got any sort of contact on that ball on the goal line, and then unfortunately just left into an awkward situation right there from Chile. But what happens is you kind of flash back towards that game number 1. You see Sturbin. We talked about how he was at the right place at the right time when he scored that first goal. He was right there at the right place at the right time to kind of push that one through from Garrett's.
They say luck is what happens when skill meets preparation. Perhaps that is no more perfectly exemplified in the great game of Rocket League here. Whoops. Man, $5 words left and right, and I can't even get them out.
I mean, it happens sometimes, you know. It's just, we're under the spotlights over here and, trying to provide entertainment here for the good folks who tune into the channel right here. But at the same time, talking is hard. Okay? It's not as easy as people think.
Talking hard. Yeah, exactly, right. Exactly. 90 seconds into this game, number 3. Will this be a win here for the Monterey Bay squad, putting Greensboro effectively on match point? Will this be the beginnings of a little bit of comeback action from Greensboro? We will got plenty of time left to see. What I would say is whatever the score is at halftime, which we're still 45 seconds out of course, it can still be undone, but Sleepy with the best offensive look that the Spartans, that's Greensboro, has put up in game number 3.
Yeah, but another missed opportunity is what we're going to chalk it up as, because Greensboro should have scored there. Sleepy should have scored there, and he had an opportunity to do so, but just could not put that one towards net, or at least accurately towards net, I should say. Rocket League still registers that one as a shot attempt, and rightfully so. Comes Jesse Pinkman now at midfield, wins that 50-50 challenge, so we'll leave that possession for Greensboro. Maybe an opportunity here for North Carolina to do something. Taken away, though, at Sturbin. Keeping the pressure on, though, is Greensboro, so you have to think that maybe they cross and maybe cut this deficit in half.
Halftime now. 1 plus the 2 equals goal plus insurance. Sleepy over, double commit right here, but nobody. Perhaps this is kind of like the theme of the matchup here, right? Missed opportunities, because that was just having one player back on what was afterwards an open net after the double commit from the CSU squad. Still, unfortunately, yields that donut-type situation. Greensboro still trying to turn that donut, that 0, into a breadstick, into a 1. Top bar, gonna have to get that check in the mail as Pinkman contributes to it as well. Some fantastic stuff. 2 minutes to go, down by 2. What do Whoops you?
What?
Rhyme action for you guys.
What do? They need to get this ball off of their half because they're just rattling the cages at this point in time. Sleepy puts that one towards middle. That's always not the best decision. Chile kind of misses contact with that one as well, but maybe smartly so. Calflick off to the right-hand side. This is going to be a stop from Chile on the goal line. Keeps that one out. Almost getting the dunking play is Monterey Bay. Here comes Chile now. Here comes the opportunity. One more time denied by Calflick. keeping us on the edge of our seats so far, Tugboat.
Yeah, so Jesse Pinkman had to be waiting in the wings a little bit more than that to be able to get that middling pass accepted across the pretty much right in front of the goal. Obviously, Demo player still coming back from Demo, getting position. Sleepy just outside. Sleepy kind of feeling the pain of Monterey Bay earlier, right? I think that Greensboro's side and top posts might have more blocks than the 3 players combined here for Greensboro.
What do you say Monterey Bay? I just want cheddar biscuits for something. I have no idea why.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm also decently hungry, so.
45 seconds on the clock. So far, Monterey Bay is just just dominating in this game number 3, as they have been pretty much all series long. And, I mean, the mix and match of this roster right now for Greensboro just has not been working out for them. It hasn't yielded them some offensive goals. I think it's been roughly almost 10 minutes at this point in time before they even scored anything.
That's a fair statement, especially if they finish out 0 on the scoreboard. Oh, my goodness. Double commit and Demo afterwards might be spelling death, doom, and furious destruction.
Oh
no, the defense holds strong. They have to transfer this into offense like right now, though, and that's not gonna happen. Calflick with their 3rd, I believe, on the series.
Yeah, Calflick just does a great job ultimately keeping the pressure on this defense, winning that 50-50, taking that one away from the defender who was just spawning in, and then hitting that E-break, too, putting the shot towards net. So, huge goal right there from Calflick, his 2nd one of this game number 3. But the final seconds are indeed ticking on the clock, so even if Greensboro does score, it's not really going to matter. But Calflick going to go for the hat trick instead and walk away with his 3rd goal.
This is an own goal all day, though, right? Calflick over, Jesse Pinkman comes up to it and just sends it right across the middle. Hey, just wanted some kind of goal, I guess, because unfortunately Jesse Pinkman, just like the show, you could say, kind of living in Walter White's shadow, right? Whoops you, because that was like 7 shots attempted, and the only 2 goals made for Greensboro in game number 1 for Walter White. Jesse Pinkman ends this 3rd game, unfortunately, not even a single shot attempted. Now, obviously, got the 3 saves. So that's not exactly the the full problem, right? Like just playing like offense and defense like a little bit unevenly.
Words.
Yeah, words. Please start talking.
I was gonna say Jesse White. I think we did get the green light from production that Jesse Pinkman is Walter White. My apologies.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a flip of the script. Jesse Pinkman, aka Walter White, just didn't have the offense that we expected them to have. Essentially, it was Sleepy this time around, who had 3 shots but missed 2 of them. So I mean, this would have been a whole completely different ball game had Sleepy would have scored some of those goals. And then ultimately, Chili and Jesse Pinkman, essentially, they were just stuck playing defense for a majority of the game. That's why they're walking away with 6 saves. And they were really, really good saves, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it was to no avail. They need some offense here. And like I said beforehand, 10 minutes have gone by, and Greensboro has not even put up a single point.
Yeah. Like, not for lack of trying, there has been attempts, but given that just this offensive time, I always say it, I would love to see like a time of possession counter. Real quick, before we get into this, I'm going to try and call it. Is the next name for Walter White / Jesse Pinkman, is it Heisenberg? Because if so, like, that's predictions. We talk about predictions all the time. Skyler would be another one, or Gus Fring. I can't remember. I'm not gonna do the full thing. No, we're back to Walter White. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, I see a Walter White back on the clock, and Jesse Pinkman in here too. So I think actually Walter White, I think that's Chili. I want to say that. I want to say that confidently because I think I do remember that card, the Octane that he was using from the game before. But I'm going to hold for that one as well to see if production maybe can
person of many names.
Exactly. They're just trolling us casters at this point in time. But if our job's not hard enough, I don't want to start changing their name.
Exactly. I'm trying to like keep track of goals made in here. I believe that Walter White / Chili / Jesse Pinkman has made 2 of them. Sleepy has made the other one for a total of 3, unfortunately. Across 3 games now. 3 games. Well, game 4 is starting about 30 seconds to go. Nicely done. Talk about defensive stances, though. Wait, no, there's a Walter White and a Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah,
this is the worst thing.
Exactly. I think that's Chili. I want to say that's Chili.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? Even if it's not Chili, it's their fault for changing their name. We're going to call them Chili, okay?
Yeah, okay. Now I understand now I understand the Discord messages. I was lost in the sauce there for a second.
That's okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
60 seconds into this one. I got to say that Greensboro is playing a much better offense so far. The simple fact that they have opportunities. Sleepy, no! Oh my God. Heartbreak Hotel has been checked into. They have many vacancies. That is occupied entirely of the Greensboro Rocket League A squad.
We saw
My
this
goodness.
one. We saw this one before from Jesse Pinkman. Sleepy, once again, another shot. That was going to be wide to the left-hand side. And I want to point this out. Sleepy, I don't think, has even scored a single goal in this series, but they have a lot of shot attempts. So, I mean, just some accuracy issues right here for Greensboro, some of these members out here. So maybe that's why they're on that 4-game deficit. We talked about it. We were trying to I told you I was going to keep my eye on this Greensboro squad since game number 1 and kind of pick up, maybe help them with this 4-game deficit. Oh, practice some accuracy shots or something over here, Sleepy, okay? Because you're going to keep your team in some of these games with some of these shots actually hitting the back of the net.
I mean, some of them have been pretty open net type situations, just kind of been unfortunate angles. Might be the result of coming in too fast or too slow.
Yeah.
Losing boost midair. Not sure. Obviously, a conglomeration of many different things. 20 seconds outside of halftime. This is the best look that our Greensboro squad, the Spartans, have had, at least at halftime thus far. Been early scorers in the first 3 games for CSU.
And I want to see Greensboro. I want to see the Spartans. I want to see them actually take a game away from Monterey Bay. Maybe the reverse sweep would even come out as well, because, I mean, it's just a confidence booster at that point in time. And they have the 1-2 passing plays. You've seen a couple of them come out. You've seen Walter White try to hit Jesse Pinkman earlier. Of course, the tail end of the game before, you saw Jesse Pinkman score that nice aerial on themselves. So, I mean, the offense is there. What's the word I'm looking for here? The skill set, it's there for them. They have the capability to do so. They just haven't been able to break past this Monterey Bay defense yet.
You got the skills to pay the bills here, Whoops. We've already proved that one. Broadcast here today. In the past, the Rocket League regular season is just about getting that one done. Shot across the middle. Bad angles now. Just absolutely raiding the California squad right now. And they've honestly given up possession like several times. This is partly Greensboro playing better and partly CSU playing worse, gotta say.
Well, 100%. But Monterey Bay, they look like a really good team. Especially, they have a lot of good team plays. The positioning is there. You see Calflick, walked away with 3 goals. It's a good, powerful shot right there that has to be respected by the defense. So, I mean, no accuracy issues coming out for them. I could go on and on and on, I guess, about this dominant team. And that's why they're 5-1. Should have been 6-0 on this season, because they've just been so strong in their offense and just their game sense has just been there.
Man, almost a perfect redirect across the middle.
Yep.
Leaving the goal open right here for Greensboro did, but they are also pouring pretty much everything to offense right now. Backs against the wall. What do? 60 seconds to go. Tied game. Whoops you.
That's, I think, 14 minutes at this point in time. Greensboro.
Yeah.
Still scoreless. The last couple of games. Calflick. Offensive chance right here. Good demolition by Jesse Pinkman. That one's going to go towards the net and get dunked on. Calflick says, hit the gym, please, because he gets his first goal on the goal line. Just stuffs this one through.
Wow. Okay, so the first goals in game 1, I think it was 16 seconds. Then it was like 31. Then it was like 7. That's the first one here. 4 minutes, 16 seconds into a match point game 4. Fortunately, no games taken here for Greensboro. And they have gone, like I said, about 14 minutes or so after scoring in that game 2 once. No scores on board. Sleepy fighting for possession over on the right side. We're going to have to see Greensboro pour everything in offense, so wouldn't be surprised if this one in 2 or 3-0 after all 3 members are going to be playing up. No goalie essential for this last stand for Greensboro.
15 seconds. They still have some time on the clock. It's only a 1-goal deficit, trying to force this overtime matchup. That's a great clear right there from Calflick. They'll pop that one into the corner towards midfield. Picks up the boost as well, keeping the pressure onto this defense here from Greensboro. Final seconds ticking away. Here comes Garrett's. They're trying maybe to walk away with one more missed contact. Calflick.
Brutal.
Oh my goodness. Insult to injury at this point in time. As the all zeros are on the clock, he gets another one, and Monterey Bay do it again. They pull off the sweep over Greensboro.
Wow, yeah, so I said coming out of a game 1, I can admit it, man enough to admit when I was wrong here, Whoops. Coming out of a game 1 that went 3-2 with about 30 seconds of overtime. I said we're not going to see any sweeps, and hey, who'd have guessed it? The California State University Monterey Bay squad proves me wrong. 4-0 sweep, and gotta say the last 2 games not necessarily close. Whoops.
Yeah, I want to say my prediction, and it's a quote-unquote prediction, it's just my analysis, I guess I could kind of say. I said Monterey Bay maybe took them too lightly in that game number 1. That's why Greensboro forced that overtime matchup. So maybe Monterey Bay go back to the drawing board and say, hey, we need to kind of pick up the pace of play a little bit and maybe pull out some of the mechanics that we do have and showcase that. And like I said before, they're a very, very strong team. This is going to be their 4th sweep on the season, and Greensboro is going to go ahead and move to a 5-game losing streak at this point in time.
Brutal. Yeah, that's the most brutal part of the results of this match so far, right? The Spartans, UNC were able to come forth, get 2 games back to back, like on those wins, and they were like, it was 4-1 and it was 4-2, right? So 4-2 decently close, 4-1 maybe not so much. Yeah. After that, a 5-game slide so far through the regular season of the ECAC, and on the other side, it is nothing but rejoicing and songs of joy, right? Because the Monterey Bay squad, they took an L last week, and after a 5-game winning streak, right, establishing that one through the beginning of the ECAC regular season, and then it would just been kind of like, again, bad looks, right, bad momentum to come into this week and take another loss, especially against a squad that just on paper has a different record. But fortunately, they're able to foist that one away and in with a sweep right here. We're going to be back after a very short break with a little interview action coming at you. We got Garrett on the call with us.
When I was broken, I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Want to forge a better future? Start with the structures that support tomorrow's missions. You believe the best offense is a good defense. We've got a great way to prove that theory. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Jeez, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
We all got a thing that gets us out of bed or keeps us out of it. The thing we live to do, that we do for nothing at all. But don't do it for nothing. Take it to where it means everything.
Becoming a leader is a choice. So if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
What would you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Look to science to solve problems? Wield a microscope to confront global threats. You sometimes dream in code? Become a cyber attacker's worst nightmare.
Hello and welcome back. We just came off of a 4-0 sweep for the California State University Monterey Bay squad. They are going to be improving to 6-1, taking out the UNC Greensboro, that's University of North Carolina. That's the Spartans. Unfortunately, they're going to be dropping on down to 2-5. And got a little interview action coming at you, and we always have a winner here in the interview box. Now, let's everybody introduce Garrett. Garrett, you with us?
Yeah, I am. How's it going?
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Coming on again to give us a little slice of the mind after the game. Whoops, please take it away, sir.
Garrett's first and foremost, congratulations, moving to 6-1 on the season over a pretty dominating win, and that's your guys' fourth sweep of the season as well. So my first question to you guys, that game one intermission, first and foremost, the game one itself, that was such a close game. How did you guys approach game number 2 differently?
I think we kind of needed to just focus back in on how we were playing and kind of like the game plan that we, had when we were getting into the series. And, just kind of thought about how we were going to play our game. And we just started playing better, as you could see, Cal. And it was pretty crazy out there.
Yeah, we were talking about that here up in the booth about how serious you guys kind of took that game number 1, maybe took Greensboro a little bit lightly. And then that long intermission before game number 2 actually even started, you guys are talking about it, approaching the game a lot differently and say, hey, we got to get back to this one and essentially, play that dominating performance that you guys have and know that you guys can do as well. So, but I mean, preparation for this matchup. I mean, how many times a week do you guys kind of practice and stuff? I mean, you guys look very fluid with a lot of these passing plays. You look comfortable with your field position as well. And the defense was just on key the whole entire point. Greensboro didn't score a single goal for 3 games.
Wow, I actually didn't know that. But we play in a couple different leagues, so we're playing quite a bit. I'd say, usually we're playing like 3 to 4 times a week with a match and a scrim before that. So we play pretty frequently. This is our first time, us 3 playing this semester, and, it's been really good. So
sky's the limit for this roster, I feel like, Tugboat, because, I mean, they said it's their first time playing together this semester, and, they keep on practicing, and I just want to point out, I think we're headset buddies as well. I just want to throw that out there.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah,
nice,
I believe
nice.
so. Yeah.
Oh, man.
These headsets are amazing. I love them.
They really are.
Leave an
They
FBI
really are.
tugboat out there. Leave an FBI tugboat out. You guys should have texted me. I would have gotten the headsets. Come on, man. Could have matched. But Garrett, once again, thank you for coming in, and congratulations on the win. I want to ask you a couple questions here.
Yeah.
Physical play really came in for you, right? There was like a lot of demos, especially after game 1 right there. Just talk to me a little bit about your role within the team and kind of the effect that had.
Yeah, I think I've kind of been trying to make it, I guess, easier on my teammates and, trying to play around and, demo people off the field, give them more time, more space so they can really just focus on playing how they want to play instead of feeling like rushed. So I've kind of been trying to work on that a little bit more than playing more of like a solo thing. So just kind of playing more as a team and, just trying to set them up and make sure that we're all comfortable when we're playing.
Yeah. Well, coordination, communication, always important here within the great game of Rocket League, and it sounds great that that's really popping off for you and your teammates already. Because you said again, this was the first match that you played this season as a trio, correct?
Yeah. Well, this is our first semester that we played. Cal actually joined right before we started this, and so we've just been playing a lot and working a lot on scrims, trying to get better, working things out. And I think it's working pretty well. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I've been misspeaking all day. I said say first match. You know what I meant.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
gotcha.
Thank you, sir. I want to ask. So what? That is week 7. That's your 7th match here, 6-1. Are there any teams you're really looking forward to playing against? Excuse me, in the next couple of weeks.
To be honest, I'm not really too sure. Like the other teams in the other brackets.
Okay.
Kind of just take it week by week on who we're playing. See if we played them before in any other leagues. But I'm not really too sure who we have up next. I don't know. Maybe there might be some crazy competition out there. I mean, it's been pretty interesting this season so far.
I get it. And I think if you're anything like me, I think the preparation kind of take a toll a little bit if you're thinking about this team instead of just playing your game, right?
Yeah, exactly. We just focus on how we want to have our game plan and then how we can make that happen in the games. Not, are these guys, this, do they play like this? Do we need to watch out for this kind of?
Yeah. So last question here. I'm just super curious. What the comms kind of looked like and what you guys were kind of talking about after that game 1, a little bit of a larger break to fix the stream right there. What was it that you guys kind of went forth? It's okay, we're doing this, we want to keep doing this. Okay, they're doing this, we want to allow that. What are those comms like? Just hit me.
Yeah, I think, in between the games, we're kind of talking about if any of the goals, as soon as a goal gets scored on us or anything like that, we always just talk and see, how we can, what happened there and kind of figure it out really quick. Other than that, in between games, we just kind of realize okay, we're warming up. I think we're a team that definitely, starts a little slower. And then as the games go through, we, get more comfortable. So that is something you can see there. And then also just realizing what we can do and what we can now get away with in games. So talking about you have more time on this situation, or, they tend to rush this, or on defense, they're not really too sure what's happening. So, kind of stuff like that, I guess. We just pick those things out.
That's why I point
communication. Oh, sorry. What'd you say?
I just want to point out, he said they start off slow, even though they scored the first goal of every single game within 15 seconds to 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Just point that out there.
Yeah, something like that. Communication. I think that's what I'm hearing, right, Garrett?
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a really big thing in Rocket League that, when you're playing as a team, it's something that everybody can always improve on as well, but it's something really crucial, I think, to the game.
Absolutely. Communication in Rocket League, communication in your real-life relationships, people. They're relevant for a reason here. Garrett, once again, thank you for coming on out and give us a minute of your time. I want to ask before we get you out of here if you have any shout-outs.
Obviously, shout out to our school, California State University, Monterey Bay. I'm trying to get bigger into Rocket. My Twitch TV, Garrett S46. That's pretty much it.
There you go. Once again, thank you for coming on in. We'll see you on the next one. This has been a clean sweep. Again, the California State University Monterey Bay squad improves to 6-1 right here after a 4-0 barn burner. Started off a little bit more even-handedly. Fortunately, did not end there here. Whoops against your University of North Carolina Spartans here. They're going to unfortunately be dropping down to 2-5.
Yeah, so that 4-game or 5-game losing streak now at this point in time, so unfortunate for them, but they have room for improvements. A takeaway here for them, like I said beforehand, Sleepy had a lot of opportunities. Just needs to improve on that accuracy just a tad bit. And then just kind of figure out the starting roster as well, because that kind of held them back and gave a game away to Monterey Bay, kind of bringing somebody into the mix, and then them having not be as impactful as they hoped it to be. So a little bit of cleaning up to do here for Greensboro. I have full faith that they're probably going to snap that win streak pretty soon, or loss streak pretty soon.
Yeah, the simple fact that they took him to overtime in game 1, again, shows that they have the skills to pay the bills.
Exactly.
Just about getting that one done. It's just about getting that one done here for Greensboro. That's going to be about it. We have reached my least favorite part of any broadcast, or at least for Rocket League, because we do have a little Overwatch action coming at you. For you guys, coming up immediately after this as well. That'll be 2 newcasters, and they're going to be doing a fantastic job for y'all. FBI Tugboat, if you liked what you heard, it's up there, I think. Nope, up there. There you go. At FBI_Tugboat. Whoops U, just spelled like it is right there. Whoops U. That is gaming, Gaming, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
it is.
gotcha.
Whoopster Gaming on Twitter.
Gotcha.
You guys want to find me?
There you go. Thanks, you guys, for watching. Stay tuned for the Overwatch. We'll be back with you next week for some more Rocket League.
Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
What do you expect from that first job out of college? Working your way up from the bottom? Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer. Becoming a leader is a choice not everyone wants to make. Because all eyes are on you. Calling the shots. Inspiring others to follow. In any environment, at any scale. It's not for everyone, but if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids, and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother, soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents, and now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids, and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother, soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Want to forge a better future? Start with the structures that support tomorrow's missions. You believe the best offense is a good defense. We've got a great way to prove that theory. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
We all got a thing that gets us out of bed or keeps us out of it. The thing we live to do, that we do for nothing at all. But don't do it for nothing. Take it to where it means everything.
Becoming a leader is a choice. So if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Look to science to solve problems? Wield a microscope to confront global threats. You sometimes dream in code? Become a cyber attacker's worst nightmare. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
What do you expect from that first job out of college? Working your way up from the bottom? Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer. Becoming a leader is a choice not everyone wants to make. Because all eyes are on you. Calling the shots. Inspiring others to follow. In any environment, at any scale. It's not for everyone, but if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar. I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out to finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Want to forge a better future? Start with the structures that support tomorrow's missions. You believe the best offense is a good defense. We've got a great way to prove that theory. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
We all got a thing that gets us out of bed or keeps us out of it. The thing we live to do, that we do for nothing at all. But don't do it for nothing. Take it to where it means everything.
Becoming a leader is a choice. So if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Look to science to solve problems? Wield a microscope to confront global threats. You sometimes dream in code? Become a cyber attacker's worst nightmare. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
What do you expect from that first job out of college? Working your way up from the bottom? Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer. Becoming a leader is a choice not everyone wants to make. Because all eyes are on you. Calling the shots. Inspiring others to follow. In any environment, at any scale. It's not for everyone, but if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar. I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Want to forge a better future? Start with the structures that support tomorrow's missions. You believe the best offense is a good defense. We've got a great way to prove that theory. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
We all got a thing that gets us out of bed or keeps us out of it. The thing we live to do, that we do for nothing at all. But don't do it for nothing. Take it to where it means everything.
Becoming a leader is a choice. So if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Look to science to solve problems? Wield a microscope to confront global threats. You sometimes dream in code? Become a cyber attacker's worst nightmare. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
What do you expect from that first job out of college? Working your way up from the bottom? Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer. Becoming a leader is a choice not everyone wants to make. Because all eyes are on you. Calling the shots. Inspiring others to follow. In any environment, at any scale. It's not for everyone, but if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Want to forge a better future? Start with the structures that support tomorrow's missions. You believe the best offense is a good defense. We've got a great way to prove that theory. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Welcome, everybody, inside of the booth here for our 4-0 games. Overwatch 2 in the ECAC side. Klutchke alongside Asher Vok. And what a game here in Week 5 of the ECAC regular season action. Marist College, the Red Foxes, take on one of the 4 teams that Ball State has, the Cardinals. Team Red, also 4-0 here. One of these 2 teams, 2 of 5 teams that are left undefeated standing as of right now in the ECAC regular season. So this is going to get really interesting. And so both of these teams look like they're ready to play. And at 4-0, they should be ready to play at this point, hoping to keep that undefeated streak going.
And honestly, what a past couple of weeks it has been. Absolutely insane for both of these teams. It's like the unstoppable object versus the immovable force almost. You have 2 teams that are both 4-0, barely losing any of their games except for like a couple of ones where they've almost slipped up maybe once or twice, but that was it. It's almost been like 3-0 sweeps for both of them, especially from Marist being such a strong powerhouse. And honestly, this is going to be an interesting matchup to see.
Yeah, and speaking of which, you were saying about both teams really not giving up much of anything. You look back at their history. Ball State looking at basically only giving up 1 map point since October 10th. You got to go back all the way there about a month ago where they took on Bethel. That was a 3-1. Since then, Roger Williams, Keene, Sacred Heart, not a single map drop since then. For Marist College, however, the Red Foxes running into a little bit of trouble, and that was against one of the better teams here for the ECAC side. Albany, one of their teams they had to face. 3-2 was the map score. Marist College would pull away with a victory in the end on that final control point. But other than that, since week 4, week 1, week 2, week 3, clean against Southern Carolina, Sumter, Bryant, and Bellarmine. So rather 3 games with good undefeated streaks, not a single map drop, but then 1 match for each team, lining up with at least 1 map drop. So 1 back in week 1, 1 back in week 4. So this gets interesting to see which of these teams is going to break that streak of letting up more than 1 or 2 maps here in just the coming moments. First map we will be going to, by the way, for those wondering, is going to be Nepal. Maps are already predetermined, so should we get into map 4 and 5, we'll let you know later. Nepal, Hollywood, Watchpoint, Gibraltar will be at least your first 3 maps. So control hybrid escort as per normal. But now we head into the game itself. Ball State on your left side, Marist College on the right, and of course again, both teams are colored red. I hope we're watching color rules. Gotta keep blue red. So Cardinals in the blue, Red Fox in the red, and almost underway here. And still the patch November, still before the all-important patch that comes up very soon. Teams are looking to work on it right now, but it looks like we're going to pull out something similar to Overwatch League with the Reaper, Monkey, Kiriko, and Lucio combination.
And speaking of Overwatch League, this past couple of weeks has just been nothing but chaos in my household here, considering, Gladiators fans, and we were rooting for San Francisco. Shock, and unfortunately did not happen. And already we have
you don't gotta remind me. Don't gotta remind me. The Shock fan in here is just crying.
Listen, I was rooting for them too, and you know what? It's totally fine. They had such a tremendous performance. Thunderous, and you know what? We'll get them next year. I mean, who knows? I might actually be supporting them next year. But besides that, Ball State already off to a very good start, taking the objective at 3%, and they are up and running as Marist College is trying to do their best to get back into this fight pretty early.
Yeah, they ran right over them. As you saw in the first fight while we were talking there, Ball State running right and rampant inside of that little hallway area and inside of that upper choke point. Already a lot of people low right now. Traders falls low, Kane low as well, and Kango right now is on a tear with a 4-piece. Welcome to the double disruptor shot kill, 2 on the railgun, and what a start for Ball State, not even needing an overclock. And right now, Ball State leading in every single possibility.
that point, you can't go just walk straight into Popeyes, ask for a 4-piece chicken, no biscuit, because that is exactly what happened with Marist College. Absolutely cooked and packed, fresh, ready to go. And Ball State already rip-roaring to a hot start, right? Marist College sitting at 7%, but if they don't get back on this objective soon, it is about to be a mess, as already there are 3 ultimates ready for You Can't Ghost. Man, and You Can't Ghost is down and out, unfortunately. Traders managing to get that clutch kill with the Lucio assist in the corner, and here comes Akira Cole.
Well, here comes the Kitsune Rush. See if they can salvage something here. They haven't let it flip just yet, but now they're going to invest the sound barrier actually to try to get back into this fight now that You Can't Ghost is back in the game. Haven't invested much else of anything just yet. Marist College did invest the Kitsune Rush, and it might still work out in their favor. The later beat coming out from Thunder Kid, which might work out in their favor, because now with that, they have to back off already. A Death Blossom falls for nothing, and now the Death Blossom plus the Primal Rage combination from Face Mist and Traders should give this back to them in their favor, and it absolutely does. They were able to flip it back in the middle of that fight. However, Marist College holding on.
Man, they're able to flip it back, but for how long? That is the question. As Marist College narrowly managing to get that objective back because they had the Death Blossom, the Reaper came in clutch especially, but I have a feeling Ball State is going to come back with a vengeance as they have an ultimates ready on both Man and You Can't Ghost, which Sojourn, knowing just how dangerous of a character that is, especially in Overwatch League, has been nothing but an absolute nightmare. And here we go with a double Winston bubble. You Can't Ghost getting a kill on but that is an 800-pound gorilla coming straight towards him and actually gets the kill. But Face Mask takes down You Can't Ghost. Raven Strider doing the same on Face Mask, getting some couple early trades in this game.
Not too bad. They're 90% enrolling now. We're going to see if they can come in. They're going to switch on over the Doomfist, maybe to get a touch here. If they can get a touch at all, 3% left to go. This Lucio will be able to touch. No, the Lucio gets denied a touch. Not a chance, says Yakester. You are not getting on the point. It's a 135 village map for Ball State. They're in the lead 1-0. Good start for them.
1-0.
My God, that was, oh man, when I tell you I was at the edge of my seat that entire game, I was almost falling off of my seat, right? Because it was such a back and forth between Ball State and Marist College, but Ball State just took the upper hand on that map, getting as many ults as they could, and it was just that. And hopefully on this next one, Marist State may be able to come back and get a point. We'll just have to see in the next couple of seconds.
Well, we're gonna have to see here in soon, because now, I mean, Ball State just running the floor. Marist needs to come up with something here, and it looks like they're going to go for the rush combo to start. They're going to bring out the Symmetra maybe to get there first here, so we'll see which team can get there first, obviously. Space Mist can use this Symmetra just to get the team in, and now they're going to try the rush combo the opposite way, but Marist College holding back for right now. They're not going to try entirely run them over like Ball State just did, and in fact, with Manware already just down already, it's not going to help you. You're out. And now you've got the Sojourn trades, but you've got the Reaper trades at the same time. And now it's a 2-on-2 trade. 3v3 situation with Ball State in command right now, although Marist College will be the first one to get onto the point. Sidelines are there. They're just going to hang out inside of the side room, just awaiting something, maybe anyone to come out. And the Lucio almost gets knocked out, but good thing you're safe. Good thing you've got enough speed to get back there. And Face Mist falling so low right now. Yakester again at double faces of death right now, and now You Can't Ghost will try to end this one already with an end with a disruptor shot onto Thunder Kid. The rest of the team will fall down, and it's the Cardinals with the first team kill of the round.
Oh my God, I just love the absolute boop kill coming in from Yakester. That was just absolutely beautiful. And one thing I love about Lucio in the first place is that he is such a versatile character to use on this map. I mean, if you get pushed off, that's no issue. You can just skate back up. And you want to push somebody off the map, all it takes is one well-placed boop, and that person is done for. But You Can't Ghost playing Sojourn, and that ultimate is about ready. And I would say the same, but man, actually 98%, so we're definitely going to see a Winston dive in just a hot second. Both bubbles going up at Marist College. Kane and Traders looking especially low, and that is the end of Traders from a good shot from You Can't Ghost, and Kane getting a trade on Spencer's, and with the Lucio assist on Raven Strider, meaning that Ball State has lost one heal, and it looks like they are very close to losing another, but Kane getting a boop kill from Yakester. You Can't Ghost getting that trade on Thunder Kid. Woo!
Yeah, so they hold on for right now, but again, you're looking at the fact that Marist College has built up 4 ultimates at this point, might have a 5th, considering the Death Blossom for them right now. The way the fights have been going, you've got one fight territory as of right now, considering the ultimate bank that you've got. Ball State's going to start this off with a Kitsune Rush. They'll trade off. Kitsune Rush just they'll trade off sound barriers. So the only two ultimates left online are a Primal Rage, which traders will use right away. Kane holds on to the overclock for right now. Traitor's falling really low. So really those four ultimates that were just used on both sides, plus the Primal Rage comes up with nothing. Where the Red Fox is now starting to fall. Ohm goes down, so does Traders. And right now it's the Kiriko show going online from Raven Strider with 2. And this is looking good for Ball State. 8% remaining until a clean sweep of this point. Is Lucio going to be able to touch, or is anybody going to be able to touch? Really, Traders now onto the Diva, seeing if they can get on in time. And the Death Blossom denies the touch. It's a clean map on the Sanctum. It's a 138 on the Village, and Nepal goes to Ball State 1-0 in the series.
Man, that was absolutely beautiful match coming from Ball State. Of course, UCAC goes getting play of the game, but that was just such a Ball State dominant map. No matter what Marist College tried to do, it's like no matter how many times they tried to get a single hair or even a foot on the point, they just couldn't do it. And unfortunately, this goes to Ball State in a 2-0 sweep.
Yeah, it's a 2-0 sweep on Nepal. Hollywood coming up next. And remember, maps are predetermined, so the team that lost, which would be Marist College, they'll go ahead and pick sides, assuming they're going to pick defense first to see what Ball State is going to bring out. In the meantime, though, before we talk about the next game, we'll give you an update here going on, because there are 5 teams right now in the process of undefeateds, and 2 of the matches right now undefeated versus undefeated. One being Ball State Black, Ball State's other team here. They're taking on Fisher College, who won the ECAC East region about a week ago now, or rather this past weekend. Fisher's up 1-0 right now, playing on Hollywood, as all maps are predetermined. They're up 1-0. That going on in Esports U right now. But in the meantime, back on our side, Hollywood, again, same map. Everybody's got the same map pool. So Hollywood coming up next, and Marist College not looking great, needing to adjust a little bit more, but I mean, having to play in that meta just a little bit, right, with the Reaper, Sojourn, Monkey, Lucio, Kiriko in advancement, because 6 days from now, that patch comes out where basically Zarya is not the meta pick anymore, right? I mean, you've got a lot of Genji's nerfed already as is, so you got to make sure that you can get the right pick, so they're playing it out 6 days before that patch comes out. So Marist College needed to come back on the right foot here, and Ball State looking pretty good, especially on that last map of Sanctum.
Yeah, and honestly, with the nerfs coming out, right, Zarya, like you said, is not going to be the meta anymore, so we're probably going to be expecting more tank picks. Like, surprisingly, I know I've seen a lot of Roadhog, whether it be over in ranked or even just, like, the public matches, right? But another surprising tank pick that we might be able to see, and I cannot believe this name is even coming out of my mouth in the first place, Junker Queen, which, no, this is not me being biased. Let me tell you why. Junker Queen has that good damage output. You are able to flank kills even as a tank, right? You just like getting damage. However, you can be in the back line, just sneak off a little bit and be that raging bull that nobody's going to see coming, even on maps like Hollywood, Eichenwald, or whatever, right? So that might be a pretty good pick upcoming in these games if these teams decide on it. And Genji, unfortunately, no longer being in the meta just like pretty soon, right? That's some damage missing because he doesn't do the same damage that he's going to do or has been doing in Overwatch 2 as a recent, or even in Overwatch 1. So that's going to be a significant hit to a lot of these teams, especially Ball State and Marist coming up as well.
Right, Junker Queen, and the Dash hopes to play Devil's Advocate. Unfortunately, Kiriko is a thing still. So even with the ultimate and all the bleeds and stuff, Kiriko can cleanse that right away. So, hey, I mean, either way, Junker Queen would be a great pick, though. I mean, the Rampage is a super cool ult. I mean, especially on, I think, Junker Queen working out a lot of times on, we've seen push maps where Junker Queen can come out. Hey, that's one map where she can come out, and then even so, I'd love to see more Orisa. That's just me being an Orisa player itself, but love the four-legged character, the horse, the steel horse, if you will. But yeah, no, whatever. I mean, whatever at this point. But no, I mean, you've got different metas, but obviously the one that everyone's going to run at this high level, especially the undefeated teams, you're going to run what's looking best, and especially at the high level, right? Even the ECAC teams were playing the same thing with Monkey, Reaper, Sojourn, Kiriko, and Lucio at the same time as well. So at that point, I mean, we're probably gonna see nerfs to all 5 of them at some point or another in the upcoming things, especially when Overwatch League does come back next year. So we will see what the teams decide to pull out. And hey, until then, I mean, you've got contenders to watch still, as well as they've got their tournaments. But Marist College, Ball State right now in the ECAC side. Ball State, if you have just joined us, 1-0 in favor of Marist College so far. Next map coming up is Hollywood. And so again, both teams looking very good, and like we said, we're giving you updates as we go along because there's 2 matches going on right now in the terms of undefeated teams. We're watching this game, Marist College, the Red Foxes, and the Ball State Cardinals, Team Red. But on the other side, Ball State Black and Fisher, like we were saying, that game also a game of undefeateds. Fisher advancing on right now, about according to our side, about 1.5 minutes left to go on Fisher's clock. Or that game, well, there's a little bit of delay on our side, obviously, but still got looking for a second point, going on to a third right now on Hollywood. Ball State Black yet to attack. But we focus back here for this matchup as Red Foxes, like I said, probably choosing defense, which they have, so the sides did switch. Ball State now on the attacking side, and so it looks like if this holds, and it probably won't, considering they're in the spawn room, which they will not switch off. They're going to choose something different here. They are going to keep this. It's a Roadhog start, and a Tracer start, and a Zenyatta, and an Ana start. The only thing that has not switched here is You Can Ghost on the Soldier. Everything else stays the same, especially Marist College's side. And Traitors gets the first kill on You Can Ghost, which isn't bad, but you lose the Reaper, now you lose the Lucio at the same time. So good portion of healing is gone from your team. Owen's going to have to try to heal bot that, but it's really going to go all for nothing now. As Traitors and Kane both going down, it's going to be a quick fight winning, from the looks of it, a quick cap for Marist for Ball State.
Well, somebody definitely ordered an extra helping of bacon, and I know it wasn't Marist College because I can guarantee you they're absolutely pissed. Spencer with a Roadhog pick, which is not really what we are used to seeing, but here we are anyways. Traitors getting a kill on You Can Ghost, and this is about to be a pretty interesting ride as Ball State not looking too hot. Already Traitors getting another kill with a Lucio assist on Man, and this Zenyatta is just going headshot after headshot after headshot. Orb of Discord going out on that Diva, doing some significant damage. Raven Strider narrowly avoiding a kill, and Spencer taking out the Traitors. Diva mech already. This Roadhog is proving to be a nightmare for Marist College.
Yeah, and that hook also good on the Reaper as well. And you like Zenyatta. I mean, Zenyatta, if you're gonna die, you still have that kick to keep you up for a little while there. So the change in the kick for Zenyatta is really nice for them, and they've got a lot of time in the bank, right? 5 minutes left to go. They do have a Pulse Bomb available. They do have a Transcendence at the same time, and same with the Nano Boost. Marist College coming up with basically not a lot. I mean, Face Mask is on the Reaper, but 36%, not a lot to work with. And so, I mean, right now, as it stands, oh, look at this Tracer just waiting, waiting for the Pulse Bomb. Kane is gone. The Pulse Bomb in the back line. The Tracer gets away with it. It's also Nano Boosted at the same time. Thunder Kick going down. That's a lot more space created by just a Tracer alone. And this isn't even going to be a close fight. And they could eventually cap this as well. I mean, this is just a ridiculous streak right now for them. But
oh my god, the tides have just absolutely changed. Here we are expecting a Marist College dominant game. No, Ball State just straight out of the gate saying, yeah, well, let's not do that. You thought we were going just with a regular old classic comp. Absolutely not. Then again, they lose the Roadhog. Spencer is down and out momentarily in Marist College with the Kitsune Rush charge. This is about to get very messy very quickly, and oh my god, it's Tearbeard. Sorry,
yeah.
the PTSD flashbacks right now.
Well, the Torbjorn is out, and this is mainly to deal with the Tracer that man is having right now. But, I mean, as it stands, right, the Tracer just giving you a lot of problems. So why not switch to the Torbjorn? You don't have a Death Blossom either, and you get the refund on the ultimate at the same time, too. Traitors is in a whole lot of trouble, almost falling down the hat, and eats up the Pulse Bomb, which is big, because now that means you don't have a little bit more of a backline stick to worry about anymore. 3:25 on the clock, and again, you can see that their priority right now is getting rid of that turret. Thunderkid has Sound Barrier available, so does Tracer on the Traitors rather on the self-destruct, and they're going to get hooked. Traitors is right out of mech immediately, which means that bomb doesn't get aimed at all, has to be pulled out right away. Sound Barrier at the same time, and the Sound Barrier actually is used before Traitors can get back into mech, because that's no longer a tanky Diva, but it's still going to be good enough here for a fight win, as Ball State can't regroup in time, and they use the overclock at the same time to no avail.
and Marist College regrouping momentarily, but they are about to have a very, very bad day as Spencer has the whole hog ultimate ready. And if Yakester can actually get that Nano Boost charge up in time, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a very, very, very big boy of a Roadhog they're going to deal with in just a bit. And the ultimates are going up. Turbier and Face Mist having that ultimate up, and we're going to have to see where this goes. Right now, it is just a stalemate on this payload objective.
Well, yeah, but the Tracer gone early on means that they have no way to enter in without them turning around. Their heads are not going to turn because they know that the rest of them are upstairs on top of the building right now. Spencer's going to try to go in maybe for a little bit of a cheeky pick, but they know where Spencer is. I mean, you've got the Torpor looking right at them, or rather inside of the building, so just hiding before this whole hog does come out. So now we're going to see if they can, what ultimates get pulled out. You're going to get rid of the turret immediately here. Or doesn't get rid of it right away, but Spencer is able to take care of it. And so now you've got, again, they're just spawning out the Tracer, which works out for them indefinitely. And now the whole hog, and now the Molten Core comes out, but Molten Core is going to be too fast for that Transcendence to come out. However, Spencer in the back line trying to play the hero as the Keystone Air Rush is pulled out, as the Self-Destruct is pulled out at the same time. Spencer is still working some magic here, getting this payload moved along, and Ravenstrider just so low, but it's not even gonna matter here because they've turned this fight around entirely. The D.Va out of mech, and the point is capped. What a play. Spencer staying alive for so long there gives them the point, gives them an extra 90.
This is what has made Roadhog such an insanely difficult problem to deal with this past couple of weeks, right? In Overwatch 2, it's that it has such a high health bar, and no matter how much damage you do, he can just straight up heal right in front of you as if just mocking you. It's like, okay, you thought you were gonna put a couple bullets in my head. Yeah, let's not do that. Let me just and it is not fun for anyone. And Yakester, the Nano Boost is probably about to come out in just a second here. Turbier turret going down. Yakester getting a kill on a Face Mist turret. But here we go with the D.Va mech down. Spencer getting another kill. And man getting a kill on the D.Va traders. Oh my god, there is just so much going on as Ball State is absolutely turning the tide on this payload game. And Marist College is just falling behind, doing their best, seeing if they can clutch this up. Spencer with a hook on Thunder Kid.
Can anybody touch? Is the question. 2 meters left to go. They will touch. Self-destruct. Maybe it's not there just yet, and already out of mech. No ultimate touch, and now UCAC Ghost is just going to clean up house. Past 2 kills on the overclock. All the ultimates are just going to get pulled out. 1:42 left to go on the clock. Ball State completing it. Uno dos adios. Completing the entirety of Hollywood and getting themselves a good time bank over a minute 42. It looked dire there on the second point, but in the end, once it came down to Spencer and all the way through the third point, the Cardinals able to complete the map. So now it's up to Marist to try to bank that. They have to get some time on the clock here. Otherwise, Ball State only needs to take the win.
That is true. At 0-3, Ball State is looking very good in this match. However, Marist College is going to have to do the same thing to push this into an overtime game. I mean, sure, the attacking defense, right? I mean, Marist was pretty strong, but the attacking side was even stronger, coming out with a comp that we usually would not see in Overwatch 2, let alone this type of map. But in the end, it worked. It actually worked.
Yeah, I mean, it did. And so Marist College is going to say, well, if you can't beat them, join them. And if this holds, Traders is going to be onto that Roadhog as well, and Ohm's going to move on over from the Kiriko into the Ana. But what's interesting as well is that maybe looking for a first pick, Face Mist is on the Hanzo. So if that holds, they're looking for maybe a first pick, but I don't know. If you're UCAN Ghost, I don't know if you're peeking that to start anyways, because it is, I mean, it's still a long sight line, but if you get hit, I mean, that's pretty much the fight in for Ball State. You could have Spencer pop off again, but could be a little bit more difficult considering now that they have the on him. But let's see what Marist College decides to pull out on their attack. And nope, they're going to keep everything the same.
All right, that is honestly a couple of interesting picks from Marist College, especially the Hanzo. However, I think they
There's
might have
the first pick.
Oh!
There's the opening pick. Like I was saying, you're looking for an opening pick. Face Mist gets the kill onto Ravenstrider, which is a huge opening pick. And now that's going to allow Ball State to just kind of move on in. Traders is bionated. Traders has slept for a little while, so that forced them off just a little bit. And that's actually huge if you're Yakester, because now you just make sure that they don't have, you give Ravenstrider enough time to maybe have a chance to bring that Discord orb back, but it might not be. Spencer's at half health. UCAN Ghost is already down. So again, the pressure moving forward is going in. Marist College has found a formula to get right on in there. And now they have the bionated, they have the sleep, they have Spencer gone. And this should signal a fight win here for Marist College, and that absolutely will do it with the hook, line, and sinker. So Marist College is going to get the payload moving.
All right, Marist College isn't down and out yet. It's the battle of the bacon, of course, with these two Roadhogs on either team. But Face Mist in the beginning with an absolutely nasty headshot in the first kill, which might have given them a little bit of momentum, which I really think did, right? However, the ultimates are up and ready, especially for man over on Ball State. That Tracer Bomb is going to be a problem they have to look out for, but Face Mist taking it face full of damage, having to be very careful, but managing to get the sensor, seeing if anyone is going to try and flank from the Ball State side. And of course, another Roadhog up top of Spencer with the height advantage, but will it do him any good? That is the question. Face Mist with another headshot on Raven Strider. It is like Raven can't even catch a break in this case. That is the second time that this has happened in less than a few minutes. Traders getting a kill over on Spencer. Man getting a kill on and Traders with the whole hog kill on Yakester.
And it's a trade fight to Face Mist. What is going on? Face Mist, what is Face Mist gone right now? He's got a shot right on the Tracer. I mean, it's just nuts. The trade fight, though, is, while you were talking there, the trade fight that was going on between these two teams, that's going to work out in Marist College's favor because spawn rooms are in their favor, which means they're faster to come back in. When you're hitting shots like Face Mist, now you have a Dragon Strike available to you. And so that's going to cause a lot more zoning areas. Ball State really doesn't have that except for maybe the zoning auto Spencer, which isn't even up just yet. So for right now, that Dragon Strike is going to come down right onto the payload, and that's going to split up the team for right now. But with UCAN Ghost taking out Traders right away, oh, that's a big tank lost and gone. And now Face Mist's just going to run or get hooked and is going to die to that. So that's already a forced kite back there for Marist College. So Ball State holds on.
Yeah, unfortunately, Face Mist getting a face full of shrapnel from the Roadhog there, and it looks like Kane trying to see if he can get back onto this point. It's going to be very hard for Marist College. Then again, they do have quite a few ultimates up, including the sound barrier from Thunderkit, which might come down, maybe give them a little bit of the push they need, and Ball State might be a little weak to that, considering they don't have the Lucio they would usually run with in these past couple of matches, but a whole hog is ready from Spencer, same with an ult, and another ult from Yakester and UCAN Ghost. This is going to be a mess, I guarantee you, in the next couple of minutes, as that is an ult ready for Kane as well. And Marist College, it looks like they're about ready to push on the Ball State. Kane getting a kill on the Spencer, meaning that Ball State has lost not one, not two, but three, including UCAN Ghost and Raven Strider.
Yeah, and that's big for them already. And you've got a sleeping Tracer in the back line. Huge play for them, because now that means that Ana is all by herself, needing to run away for the rest of the team. That's going to allow you enough space to get back in this. Now you see that side room there. They're going to be able to get back into this fight. Maybe with one fight left, maybe if somebody touches here, but with 3 meters remaining, there's the Tracer, there's the Hog at the same time. The Hog is nano boosted, and that sound barrier comes in way too late. Face Mist can't get even inside of it. That overclock is going to go basically all for nothing here, because all they're doing is just letting Kane, just making sure that overclock just goes empty. As empty as a clam without the clam inside of it. Just absolutely going, without the pearl inside of it. I mean, just absolutely going off right now. And so Marist College, I mean, you try to find an answer, and now this Tracer is just popping off. I mean, you lose Raven Strider in the process, but it's not going to matter how far back they are.
My God, there is just so much going on right now as Ball State, they are trying to catch their breath, trying to catch a break, and unfortunately they just can't. And those past couple of seconds have been absolutely nasty, but Marist College, both Traders and Face Mist losing a bit of health there, Kane especially, but managing to get back up with some heals from the Lucio. Traders and both have their ultimate ups, and we might be able to see a nano boosted Hog in just a bit. I just want to see one. Is that so hard to ask for? I say to myself as this game is going on.
I mean, it's not hard to ask for, but the question is, are you going to get it is the question.
That is true.
And, well, okay, so the hook doesn't stop the whole hog anymore. However, Spencer's just going to deny everything there entirely, landing both of the hooks during the meanwhile, and so they've got 2 kills almost immediately now, and just because Face Mist gets a kill on the man doesn't even mean that this fight's going to be a thing. So 1 minute and 16 seconds on the clock. Marist College is down to final fight territory. Needs something big to happen here in this upcoming fight. And yep, okay, that Hanzo just dies for Raven Strider, meaning that that's just another backup potential here. 60 seconds left.
My God, it's like, you know what, headshot for headshot bet, and that is exactly what happened to Face Misk, unfortunately just getting absolutely hit in the head with the kunai, but that is a hook that almost went through, Traders narrowly avoiding it.
Oh,
Ravens
boy.
Strider getting a very, very clean headshot over on Kane, and this is looking like another Ball State push, as that is Spencer getting a kill over on Traders. Face Misk, just headshot after headshot, especially on man, meaning they've just lost a backline tracer. Spencer with the hook on Thunder Kid. Are you serious right now?
Yeah, they've lost the back line entirely now, and Thunder Kid and Ohm both going down is not the greatest scenario as of right now. 20 seconds left. I mean, look what that payload is. They literally have to rush this out, and they're going to have to switch, right? So Traders is going to go on to the Diva with 5% on the refund as well, but 13 seconds left. Somebody's got to find a way to touch this. I mean, the Lucio or the Diva are pretty much your only guarantees at this point. They're going to go around the sides here and see, well, they are going to be able to touch. They're within it, so the overtime clock will go off. However, that's a great Bionade to stave them off for right now. And so now the overtime clock will go, and now the overclock will go, and now UCAN goes to the back line. Is just going to be a wrecking ball here for the team from Ball State. Ball State just presses Q. It ain't even going to matter. The Cardinals are now one away from the sweep.
My God, Ball State just hitting Marist College with an absolute triple dose of NyQuil, because that is good night on this game, which was absolutely insane. We were expecting a Marist College dominant game. Absolutely not, as Ball State pretty much crumpled any plans on paper and threw it right in the trash for a three-pointer.
Yeah, just right now, Marist College is just not finding a single answer that is going on for them right now, because Ball State, I mean, yeah, sure, you had the very first fight. And like I said, that Hanzo pick at the very beginning will win you that fight if you can get that first pick. It obviously did when you got Raven Strider off that Zenyatta first pick. And they were able to push right in slowly but surely. But at the same time, too, when Ball State kind of regrouped with each other and Raven Strider said, hey, let me switch off. I know how to play Kiriko as well. Switched on over to the Kiriko and just absolutely headshotted more people than that Hanzo could even count at that point. Hollywood was theirs to keep. So 3-1 scoreline as Ball State, one away from staying at a 5-0 record, or getting to a 5-0 record, and they may be joining Fisher College very soon, as we give you that update on the other side of Ball State Black taking on Fisher College right now. Fisher College 2-0 over Ball State Black right now. So that game in progress as we speak. They're going on to Watchpoint Gibraltar, and we will be going on to Watchpoint Gibraltar as well. So this one a little bit more of a dive-oriented map, if you will. So we might see the Reaper Soldier and Monkey combination again on this map. We will see. We've seen Divas as well on this map, but it might not be so much a hog map this time, so no more bacon this time around. Sorry.
Man, no more bacon. I mean, that's my favorite. I mean, who doesn't love Roadhog, right? But you're right, that map might not be the best for Roadhog, which, sad. I'm very upset, as you can tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just kidding, of course.
Yeah, it's just that with all the picks that are going on, right? We saw a whole week of of Lucio, right? We saw a whole week of Lucio, Kiriko, Winston, Reaper and Sojourn as well, a whole week of that in the Overwatch League, and some teams decided to adopt it as well. But we like seeing change, right? You like seeing change, you like seeing different styles of play. So hey, the Roadhog was a fresh breath of air. So was the Hanzo. Again, the Hanzo pick was not expected at that point, but it still got a couple of picks, especially the double kill that happened right around the first point attack for Marist State, or rather first going to second before they got stopped entirely, and that was by Spencer going off on that Roadhog as well. So hey, the Roadhog gameplay came out. The Roadhog gameplay was strong, especially from Spencer on Ball State. So now we'll see if this one entirely goes to Ball State, or if Marist College can take a map away from them at this point. Remember, Marist College has not dropped more than 2 maps this entire season. Ball State has not dropped more than 1 this entire season. But the last time that Ball State dropped a map, again, October 10th, almost a month ago, where they dropped 1 map to Bethel in week number 1. Other than that, it's been clean for Ball State. Marist College dropped 2 against Albany last week. First 3 weeks were entirely clean against South Carolina, Sumter, Bryan, and Bellarmine. But right now, Marist College looking and on the verge of dropping all 3 for the first time this season, and dropping to a 4-1 record, and Ball State on the verge of a perfect 5-0. So right now, as it stands, to go on to Watchpoint Gibraltar, heading into the map right now. And again, this is going to be a little bit more dive-oriented from the start, unless Ball State wants to change my opinion here. because right now on the attacking side, you may very well get your Roadhog back.
Oh my god, it's him. It's the boy. It's the nuclear radioactive man with the giant stomach, my favorite. No!
Nope.
Spencer, why? With the switch to Orisa.
Yes, but switches on to Orisa.
Oh my god.
On to Orisa.
It's
Big
Orisa.
W.
Oh my gosh, you finally got your wish.
I got my wish. I said Orisa was bound to come out sooner or later, right? Wait, hold on. No, they're just playing Mystery Heroes now. They're attacking side. Of course they're going to keep switching. Hold on a minute.
Oh, wait, no,
wait,
it's back to
hold
Roadhog.
on. Let's find out.
We're breaking
2
news,
seconds.
y'all. We're switching
1
up.
second. And on Watch Made in Gibraltar, the Roadhog will get pulled
Let's
off to
go!
start. Oh, my goodness. Well,
Finally.
here we go. Marist College, in the meanwhile, will bring out the Torbjorn to deal with the Tracer that is available for Ball State, which they will do. Traders now on the Diva. And again, more dive-oriented maps, so Marist College bringing out the Diva, not too bad of an idea. That's a good hook, but oh no, the wall cover there. Oh my god, it was that hook landed. We will tell you that. I will tell you that hook landed, but it just didn't find its way behind the wall. Wasn't able to grab it down from below. So 3.5 minutes. They're opting for a little bit of a different path. They've got one on the car, which is going to go underneath and actually going to go up the hill right now or in a little while. But nobody really paying attention to it. And in fact, a 1v1 battle gets Kane the kill onto UCAN Ghost, and that's going to force back Ball State for just a couple of moments here. Kane falling oh so low, but without your Sojourn, you don't got a lot of frontline damage coming to you. So, hey, it's a minute in, and it's a fight win. It's not a complete cap just yet for Ball State. They keep playing it around here, but as of right now, it's not too bad. You lost the Sojourn early on, and hey, Ball State has to back.
I mean, true, Ball State, they are doing their best right now, pushing forward as a lot of Turbulent bullets and turrets are coming out in full force. And Vocal trying to see if some shots can go out. Maybe a couple of clean headshots, we'll just have to see, but UCAN Ghost getting a kill, destroying a face mist turret, giving that team advantage. And man, getting a kill on Vocal, meaning they've lost the Ana, and that is going to be really dangerous going into the next couple of minutes because you lost one healer. You just better pray you don't lose another in a few seconds.
Yeah, and right now, almost the only one left to go. By the way, you see Vocal on the board. Thank you to our producer, Vocal swapping out in support for Thunderkid. So Thunderkid out, Vocal in. Vocal having that nano boost available, but it might not even matter. You lose your Torbjorn super early on, and your Diva's out of mech already. And this is going to be another 2.5 cap here for Ball State with 4 minutes and 39 seconds to win this point out. Kane's doing a lot of dodging, and Kane gets the kill onto UCAN Ghost. That's just a movement gap right there. Kane does go down, but in the process takes out the Sojourn, although spawn rooms have changed more forward-based for Ball State. Doesn't matter, though. Good win by Kane, but Marist College still having to back him a little bit.
You know what, I gotta figure out what aim trainer some of these Sojourn mains are using because the movement, the speed, I need to play like this, especially in Overwatch, but that's besides the point. Ball State having 1, 2, 3 ults up, the same goes for Marist College, so it is just going to be an absolute bloodbath with this next fight as the payload is being pushed further and further to the next checkpoint, and Spencer narrowly managing to stay alive, gets a hook on Diva, and the whole hog is going out. Spencer getting a kill on him, double kill, triple kill on a Trader's mech, and Traders as well, triple kill with the face mist turret going down and out. Are you kidding me?
Okay,
Spencer, what are you on?
Well, what happened there, what actually happened there, you have to give a round of applause to the supports of Ball State. Ravenstrider and Yakester did something impressive. While they were following Spencer, Spencer got bionated. So when Spencer used take a breather basically, his breather goes for nothing because he was bionated at the time. So what happens then? Yakester then bionades him, then nano boosts him to make sure he's alive, and Ravenstrider in the spaceship at the same time, then uses the Transcendence so that Spencer is free to use a whole hog without looking to die at that point. So Ravenstrider and Yakester, the MVPs of that fight. Big time for Ball State. The self-destruct does come out and finds nothing, and will also get hooked at the same time. Another good bionator to cleanse there to keep Traders alive at the same time. Kane now with the overclock and the nano boost at the same time, and this is gonna find UCAN Ghost looking for a little bit more of a sightline, but Ball State knows they cannot tango with this right away, having to back off right away. I mean, Zenyatta gets a little bit of damage down to 20 health. It's not even gonna matter, so Marist College hold on.
And Marist College getting the upper hand over on Ball State, managing to keep this payload from going any further. But for how long, that is the question, as Ball State, they are back with a vengeance, especially the Roadhog. And here we have, man, as Tracer coming in, a hook unfortunately missing its target, but that is a Tracer bomb. Seeing if they can get it in the backline, and they do, gets a kill on Face Mist with an assist from Sojourn and Zenyatta as well.
Yeah, that's not good for them right now. I mean, you lose to Torbjorn super early on, and now Spencer just going off on a tear. You can't allow Spencer to just have so much room, and you have a Bionade, but that Bionade doesn't land, and you're not able to take care of a target. You won't be able to get anything. 3 meters left to go. Does anybody have a touch? No, no one's going to have a touch. Straight threes on the board for Ball State. 333, all 3 points. And they complete the map on Gibraltar. Marist College has to walk uphill, and by a steep uphill. They're going to have to try to challenge this time ban, because right now, Ball State is just in command.
That's not even a steep uphill. It's the equivalent of a mountain goat trying to climb the side of a blocked dam, just straight up vertical. I mean, already Ball State off to a very dominant start like last game with Hollywood and Marist. If they have any chance of winning this, they're going to have to get straight 3 on the board, possibly push this into a sudden death mode. But at this point, I don't know how hard that's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, this is just an insane time bank for Ball State right now. Ball State just utilizing everything that they've got in the bank on the defensive side. Does this hold? Is this the first time we are going to see, we're going to see the Reinhardt, we're going to see the Symmetra, and they're just chilling out up here. They're just TPing up here. They're just going to chill out for a little bit of a team photo, if you will. And good thing our observer, Cool Scoots, got that one. Thank you very much to Cool Scoots. Ball State's just chilling. They know they got a big time bang. They're just chilling out. They're just having fun.
Yeah, just
relaxing,
chilling, just taking a few selfies, sipping on some
taking
martinis.
a break.
Just slightly, you know. Man, I would do the same, but unfortunately, I have a barley intolerance. I can't actually drink some beers. Yeah, I am allergic to some beers. Who would have thought?
I think we can save the drinking for after this.
Oh,
but anyways, Marist College as well. And this will be the first time we see the Sombra. The Sombra is going to get pulled out. And this is before the Nurse again on November 15th when that patch does come out, so 6 days from now. But Kane's going to move on over to the Sombra, maybe in hopes to think that maybe they can hack the backline, especially of Yakester and Raven Strider, because if you can get the hacks off and you get that % damage off at the same time with the EMP, I mean, that's going to be big for you. But right now, Kane's got to find something big, especially in the backline, and they're all up top, meaning if you try to walk in front of this Ana, but the Ana jumps down, and now the Ana's just being covered. And that's actually good for them, because now, Yakester has to pull his attention away otherwise, and so Spencer does go down.
Ooh.
In the meanwhile, though, Ghost says you can't play, and right now, this Sojourn going off for a 3-piece, and the payload is just frozen.
My god, payload is frozen in place. I mean, Kane with the Sombra pick might be useful in this case, doing a good job at disabling and even hacking heroes, but for how long and for what? I mean, sure, Sombra is a good pick, but they're going to have to play aggressively if they have any hope. But Ball State, Kane managing to find a Tracer. Tracer just blinks out, and Tracer blinks back in again, back out, and back in again, meaning Kane is going to have a hard trouble finding him. And here comes Face Mist with that classic Hanzo pick, and this is actually getting intense. Traders with the Roadhog pick. Finally, Bacon once again all around, but taking an Orb of Discord, making healing good hard for the next couple of seconds. Spencer with the hook on Traders, Yakester with a kill on the Zenyatta, and Face Mist with a kill on Man, and Kane with a kill on UCAN Ghost, meaning that a lot of members on Ball State are down and out for the count for just momentarily, getting some damage from Face Mist.
Yeah, and that's big for them. Both of the DPSs are gone, so this is your goal signal here if you're Marist. Yes, you have to get rid of Spencer, but right now, hacked and low health. I mean, hacked again, Spencer can't really do anything. Can't take a breather anyways for right now. But now you didn't put pressure on him because you didn't have enough players anyways. You lost 2 of your own, and now they're gonna have that pulse bomb come out. Doesn't matter, even if it doesn't stick, it does go wide, but Boko still can't get away from that. And so yet again, this team has to back up with both of their supports gone. So right now, Ball State in full command gets rid of the Tracer, but again, doesn't matter when you're really having to play up top and you don't have any dive characters to go up there.
Oh my god, with no dive characters, that is going to make it especially hard to get rid of the back line or even the front line or even any kind of line. Spencer managing to get a dive in on that one, and Traders is just gone with the assists from the Zenyatta and the Ana. But Traders being down and out, meaning that Marist has momentarily lost their tank, and that is going to be hard for them to even manage to get this payload. And Ball State, that is 4 separate ults that are about to be up and running in a hot minute. And that whole hog is going out, managing to find some targets. Traders with the Hammond switch is out.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if Traders on the Hammond would make a lot of sense here. I mean, you could go, you potentially could go Diva to try to cancel that out, but again, the Diva hasn't been working. I mean, try anything, I guess, at this point, but the Hammond pick really doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense. But in any case, I mean, now Vocal's gone. You have, and this Tracer just causing so much. And right now, Marist, again, doesn't have that Torbjorn to kind of go against that Tracer. So Vocal's just kind of out in the open anyways. Dragon Strike out and about upstairs, but that Transcendence just used for safekeeping with 30 seconds left to go. So Ball State having to use 2 of the ultimates, including that whole hog, gone. And now the overclock is there. This ends now, and this is going to end right now. Face Miss gets down because of a headshot, and now Kane has the EMP. This is the important one. Let's see how many this gets. Traders is nano boosted at the same rate, so we'll see if this gets anything, but really might go all for nothing. Kane is ready with the EMP in this backline, isn't going to find a single thing. Has to throw it up, gets the EMP out, but is killed right away. UCAN Ghost ends his life. Kane gets absolutely wrecked by the hands of UCAN Ghost, who has been a threat all game long. The overtime clock will bleed, and the Ball State Cardinals bring out the broom. The Red Foxes go down. It's a 3-0 win for Ball State.
And good night to Marist College as Ball State with the 3-0 sweep. And of course, the MVP of the game being UCAN Ghost on the Sojourn. Some of those plays being absolutely dastardly, absolutely deadly. UCAN Ghost, more like you can't see me, as just John Cena. Nobody can touch UCAN Ghost.
Gosh. That's just that's the main bot right there. I mean, I don't know what else to say. That's just absolutely nuts. 3-0 win for Ball State gives them the 5-0 record. Meanwhile, Marist will fall down to a 4-1 record. Meanwhile, pretty much what we saw on the same side of our game, where Ball State was able to, or rather, where Ball State was able to complete the map, and Marist College got stopped entirely right on the downhill, uphill portion of the first point. Fisher does the exact same thing to Ball State Black. So Fisher College now joining the ranks of the 5-0 squad, along with Ball State Red. The other team to still be undefeated as well that wasn't playing in this match was Mount Overwatch. We will check out their match if we can get any reports on that later on. But for right now, Ball State getting the 3-0 victory, gets the sweep on the floor. And when we come back, we'll talk with one of the players from Ball State Red's team to see how they're feeling after a good sweep and staying 5-0 overall. We'll be right back on ECAC.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
We all got a thing that gets us out of bed or keeps us out of it. The thing we live to do, that we do for nothing at all. But don't do it for nothing. Take it to where it means everything.
Becoming a leader is a choice. So if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Look to science to solve problems? Wield a microscope to confront global threats. You sometimes dream in code? Become a cyber attacker's worst nightmare. Explore Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
What do you expect from that first job out of college? Working your way up from the bottom? Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer. Becoming a leader is a choice not everyone wants to make. Because all eyes are on you. Calling the shots. Inspiring others to follow. In any environment, at any scale. It's not for everyone, but if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Want to forge a better future? Start with the structures that support tomorrow's missions. You believe the best offense is a good defense. We've got a great way to prove that theory. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
We all got a thing. A thing that gets us out of bed, or keeps us out of it. The thing we live to do, that we do for nothing at all. But don't do it for nothing. Take it to where it means everything.
Becoming a leader is a choice. So if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
Welcome back, everybody, inside of the booth here. Clutch Gear alongside Asher Vok, and joining us inside of the booth from the winning team of Ball State Red is going to be Raven Strider. Raven, a great game overall from your team. Clean 3-0s all the way around. 2 maps on Nepal, 3-1 on Hollywood, 3-0 on Gibraltar. For your team, how does what was the mentality like after that game, knowing that you guys are 5-0?
We were having a lot of fun, really excited to be undefeated so far in ECAC, and we're all very much looking forward to playing Fisher.
All right, and I got to ask, what was your strategy going into these first few games?
Well, we wanted to run, initially we were trying to run the monkey comp, which is what they've been running in Owl, so even though Zarya hasn't been nerfed yet, the monkey comp is oppressive if you run it correctly. But we discovered recently as well that you can run a hog-based comp on some of those longer maps that play more towards range, snipers, and poke. And we tested out a few, like within the last week testing that, and the map pool just worked in that favor, so we ended up playing that as well. So both of them worked out well.
And I got to ask the last question relating to the hog pick that was absolutely surprising. What was going through the comms of your guys' minds when picking Roadhog for those last couple of maps?
Well, we discovered the comp pretty recently, like within about a week, and we were talking about whether we wanted to do it on Hollywood. We warmed up on Hollywood, and we were like, okay, do we play Monkey? Do we play Hog? And Spencer's our Roadhog one trick, and Spencer just goes, guys, I'm feeling the Hog tonight, and we just kind of went for it. He said he was feeling it. We trusted him.
I want to get a note and a good job to you guys again. 5-0 on the season, undefeated, joining one of only 3 teams currently right now that are undefeated. Mount State losing to Boise State earlier, so Boise State still undefeated as well. But one of 3 teams undefeated left in ECAC, and I know you were talking about taking Fisher on as well. You're excited to take on Fisher College coming up soon enough, and when you guys get there. So for you guys right now, Fisher College winning the CCC East a week ago or a weekend ago, and so now you guys, how confident are you guys to take on that team of Fisher?
I think going into it, we're pretty confident. We try and, regardless of who we're playing, we go with the mentality of no matter win or lose, we're going to make them fight like hell for it. But yeah, I had someone message me in game. They said, "Yo, BSU versus Fisher finals." So I'm doing my best to make that come true. We're looking forward to it.
And you guys are well on your way to making that come true for the finals. Ball State 5-0, and Raven Strider a big part of that. And thank you very much for joining us here in the booth. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thanks.
That was Raven Strider in here inside of the booth. And look, going 5-0 at that point, you're looking really good to go 6-0 next week. Yet another game. Just hoping to keep up the streak. And then in the finals, we may see Ball State, we may see Marist College, but Ball State Fisher, they're looking for it, and they are pretty confident in getting there.
And honestly, this has just been an absolutely wild game, a 3-0 sweep. It's like every game we cast, like you mentioned earlier, we just get 3-0 sweeps. This is the second one in a row. It has just been absolutely cursed as of late. And can we answer it? No. Is it voodoo? Probably, but in all, these are just exceptionally talented teams, and we saw some major talent coming out from both Ball State and Marist College, but Ball State just took the win on this night.
You talk about sweeps. Is the Glads jersey back there somewhere?
Yes, it's somewhere. It's somewhere in my pile of merch, because I have Glad's jersey LA Thieves jersey and my TSM jersey, which is buried somewhere under a suitcase, probably. Maybe these three. Who knows? I have to look.
We might need to pray to like the OWL Grand Finals gods for a banger of a match when we do this again. But anyways, again, that'll do it for us. Big thanks to our producers, Leighton as well as Nevin, back inside of the booth, as well as our observers, Chris, Cool Scoots. We thank them for their good work, and thank you as well, Astrovok, as always. Thank you to Raven Strider for joining us after the game as well. For all of us here at ECAC, good job, and thank you very much for joining us. Ball State Red keeps their undefeated streak going, 5-0 on the season, looking to complete it all. Marist College dropping to 4-1, and Ball State winning on a final scoreline of 3-0. Until next time, have a good night, everybody. Take care.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Look to science to solve problems? Wield a microscope to confront global threats. You sometimes dream in code? Become a cyber attacker's worst nightmare. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
What do you expect from that first job out of college? Working your way up from the bottom? Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer. Becoming a leader is a choice not everyone wants to make. Because all eyes are on you. Calling the shots. Inspiring others to follow. In any environment, at any scale. It's not for everyone, but if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar. I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out to finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Count for them dollar signs like